Please watch to the end. Comment and respond to other people's comments.
Details about the driver accused of chasing down a motorcyclist here on the 54 and killing him. 10 News reporter Candace Crone is live in Chula Vista with the first words witnesses heard Darla Jackson say just moments after that deadly crash. Candace.
Yeah, Darla Jackson was shaking and appeared nervous in court today. Witnesses told the judge that she hit the motorcyclist twice in a fit of road rage. Darla Jackson breathed heavily as she listened to a witness describe the heated exchange she had with Navy Chief Petty Officer Zachary Bube on the freeway, which ended in his death.
How would you describe the behavior of the Ultima in your perception?
Pretty aggressive.
And was that from the beginning to the end or just at certain points?
Yeah, from the beginning to the end.
Several drivers told the judge it appeared she was chasing Bube, who was riding his motorcycle on the 5 near the 54 last May. This is cell phone video of passengers shot minutes before the fatal crash. Investigators say this started when Jackson began tailgating Bube. He then kicked her car and then it escalated. They say Jackson followed him and rammed the back of his bike, killing him.
Somebody came over and was holding his head. Somebody was holding a wound on his leg. And then they said he stopped breathing. So somebody started CPR.
Ronald Williams said he called 911 as other drivers pulled off onto the side of the road to help Bube. He told the court Jackson was yelling and appeared frantic when she got out of her car.
I guess I would call it a little hysterical. She was saying, I didn't mean to do this, and I was just trying to get his information.
Bube's family cried in court today as they listened to the witnesses. The preliminary hearing continues tomorrow. Live in Chula Vista, Candace Crone, 10 News.
Accused of running over a motorcyclist in a deadly act of road rage. The horrifying moment was caught on camera, and we want to warn you this video is disturbing. An alleged fit of road rage gone too far in Chula Vista, California. This morning, 26-year-old Darla Jackson in custody after a judge set $1 million bail over an apparent road rage killing.
She's very sorry. She's very scared. She's very upset. She's very traumatized.
Jackson shaking and crying at her arraignment Tuesday, charged with the murder of 39-year-old Zachary Bube, a Navy Chief Petty Officer in Special Ops. Cell phone video capturing Jackson's car tailing Bube's motorcycle just moments before she allegedly knocked him off with her car and then ran him over.
Per some witness statements, it appeared that it was a deliberate and intentional act.
But Jackson's attorney says Bube was angry too. He says it's still unclear what exactly happened in those last 30 seconds before the Navy officer was hit and killed.
He got mad about something. He kicked her car. She chased after him, and they collided at the end when they ran into traffic.
Descending on the courthouse Tuesday, a sea of motorcycle riders calling for justice and more awareness of motorcycle safety while sharing the road.
No person should ever want to have to run someone off the road, let alone, kill them.
Family members, it's closure. Others are angered after a road rage sentence was passed down. It's a story that has made national headlines after Darla Jackson killed a U.S. Navy Chief Petty Officer after a fit over road rage in 2015. Police say that she hit him so hard that his family couldn't identify him. The sentencing judge says that this serves as a warning, and no one's life is worth being cut off on the highway.
I'm going to commit you to the Department of Corrections, Ms. Jackson, for the middle term of 6 years for the reasons I've stated.
Darla Jackson burst into sobs as the judge hands down her sentence. Time she will serve for the voluntary manslaughter of U.S. Navy Chief Petty Officer Zachary Bube. Prosecutors argued Jackson ran over Bube in a fit of road rage on a South Bay freeway in May of 2015. Deputy District Attorney Laura Evans said Jackson drove 93+ miles an hour that day, chasing Bube across 4 lanes of highway. When she ran into Bube, she was barely 5 feet behind him, going 80 miles an hour, pushing Bube some 300 feet before he finally went down.
And he's gone. And I miss him.
As the Bube family asked for the maximum sentence, they shared their pain and loss and said it could have all been avoided.
She had every opportunity to change her mind and not chase my brother across 2 freeways.
Pretty hard to understand why someone would get that angry. We still can't get our head around it, Your Honor.
Jackson apologized to the Bube family, calling her actions that day a mistake.
I know a lot of awful things were said about me that made a lot of you believe that I did this on purpose. I'm not that person.
The judge said there was not enough evidence to prove that the crime was intentional, but believed Jackson still deserved time in prison.
You stab a firefighter in the shoulder, not kill him, just stab him, and you get 9 years in prison. But you run over a member of the military on a motorcycle and you get 6 years. Justice to me was not served.
Is this the correct sentence?